Good morning, traders. Happy Friday. Or the market might say not so happy of a Friday. We saw a huge decline yesterday as stocks were selling off in fear of a potential recession hitting the economy. Like a potential. I don't know why they use that. Like they're still trying to say we haven't been in a recession, but the Dow plunged nearly 500 points and the index lost 744 points, or around 1.8%. We'll take a look at the SPY here in a second. And then the jobs data came out this morning as well at 8:30. July's non-farm payrolls report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics is set to be released at 8:30 a.m., and that's where it showed they were expecting 185,000 jobs, and only about 114 came in. So with that being said, the SPY was a little bit of a slip and slide yesterday. Somewhat of a pump and dump, it almost looks like. How's the quality on y'all's end? I am streaming in HD, but I'm not sure it's HD. It looks unwatchable. Let me know. I'll try to address it. As you guys saw, we're doing the watch list. I'll post the watch list in the morning before I go live. I think that's a nice, useful thing for you guys to be able to utilize. Take a look at some of the action out there. But yeah, the SPY looked like a little bit of a pump and dump yesterday, minus the pump. Huge sell-off. Oddly enough, right? Because Jerome Powell was speaking a few days ago, and people were anticipating a rate cut, and so we kind of saw the price get baked into the stock, where it was starting to take off, get some momentum behind it. And then this morning and yesterday, we saw what happened with the SPY, so not very good. And we need to react to the market based on that, not put what we want onto the market, but react to what the market's speaking to us, and that's what so oftentimes I had struggled with as well, just trying to force my will onto the market and what I want to see. Because yesterday what we saw out there was a lot of you got to buy the dip and sell the rip. I know that's a saying, but yesterday it was very true. If you were buying on the breakouts, it was not working out. I wanted to go over a few tickers today, just based off of yesterday. You guys know I always talk about the magic 20 cent area when you get a fast break past the whole dollar. Well, LUMN did just that yesterday. This ticker had, at the opening bell, had a nice momentum spike, fast move up through the whole dollar to that magic 20-cent area. And there was one other ticker that did that as well, NOVA. Quick red to green move and up towards 920. Now, why does that happen? Well, it's a psychological level. I mean, people say the whole dollar is, but very often the stock will break up and through. We'll get a fake out breakout. Still to this day, in the many years that I've been doing this, that they will break past the whole dollar and usually retrace it, have that fake out breakout. So many newer traders get involved in stocks and they will buy the breakout, buy the rip, buy into the momentum because they experience FOMO, and it ends in tears usually. So this morning we have a few tickers that are popping on up. The market sentiment, of course, is bearish. It is Friday as well, so bear that in mind. I would be cautious buying stocks at breaks as well today because of that overall market sentiment. VSEE is one of our leading gappers this morning. And after hours, it got a nice spike at the close yesterday from 250 all the way up to 750. Major move on it. And right now we're seeing 620 support area is holding up VSEE. Another 20-cent area. Wow, we should do a lesson on that. The magic 20-cent area. Well, why is the stock popping on up this morning? I will go over that. VSEE shares are trading higher after the company announced an agreement with Ava Robotics to develop telepresence solutions for the inpatient intensive care market. All right, that's fundamental analysis. Then we're going to do technical analysis and trader analysis. Technicals right here are 620. That's what's been holding up on the support side of things. The stock's already up a few 100%. I'm not sure if you want to get involved on the long side, but if you do, have a tight stop, know your risk before you know your profit, your exit. That's what we always say, predefined risk. Amateurs focus on the money, professional traders focus on the risk. 620 is going to be that area that you want to have a tight stop at. 750s would essentially be an initial, at least, profit target. And for a move on up. Now, IPOs have been just taken off. Is VSEE an IPO? Let's take a look. 3 years. Yeah, it is a recent IPO. So this one IPO'd back in June, and there's a few other plays that have IPO'd that are taken off this morning. I don't know what it is with the IPOs, but I guess traders are they're getting tired of having to look left of the chart and do past chart history analysis, and they're like, we just want blue skies ahead, baby. So that's VSEE for us. Then we got MKDW. All right, this one wasn't a recent IPO. It looks like it just IPO'd, but actually they combined their business with another business. This is an automotive electronics manufacturer. They combined their business and renamed their ticker, but it's working out, right? Because we don't have past chart history here either. The stock is sitting right now at a 387. It's got a lot less potential than VSEE does. Granted, everything has a lot less potential. I'd be more anxious to short this morning or sit on the hands, but MKDW, what I mean by it has less potential, well, when we make a move from $2 up to $7.50 and give most of it back, that inevitably creates a lot of overhead resistance from a lot of bag holders now that didn't know a lot about the company, but now they're interested. What is this company that I have $20,000 position on it that's $5 or $6? That's what happens. You go in trying to scalp it, and then you turn into a long-term investor. 350 bottom support here. On the long side, that's what I'd play. Outside of that, it's probably going to be heavy against $5 if you're looking for a short. This thing can give you some whiplash, though. Some candlesticks in pre-market from dropping 1.5 points. We'll probably get a little action here at the start of the day, some volume on it, because it is a lower float play. And speaking of lower floats, I do want to keep the creepy crawler ISPO on watch because this one has actually sustained some of its move. This one last Monday made a massive climb. It ended up halting and into a volatility halt, $3 all the way up to $7, and then the next day had continuation on that momentum around 11 a.m. Then the next day we saw some profit taking, sideways consolidation, which is a sign of health. Not bad. Sign of health on this low float ticker. This one's actually held some of its move, ISPO. So we have bottom support here around 720. Magic 20-cent area, ISPO. It's a creepy crawler. The trader analysis here is we do need to see some momentum, some volume come into this. But you know what chat rooms do out there. They're anxious to get involved in something like this. We saw it was choppy yesterday. It attempted to get a little bit of a volume pop, ISPO, but didn't sustain it. Got to have follow through momentum. Yesterday was a really good day and lesson on momentum shifts, because a few different tickers were trying to steal the attention off of each other, and you can see how that plays out. All right, a couple others I had on my watch list for you guys that you could see this morning were ASTS and Serve. Both of these are mid-cap plays. ASTS, I like this one. This very interesting company. They're actually shooting some satellites out into space next month in September. They announced that back in May, and if we look at the yearly chart, we can see why this ticker's been moving up. I mean, since that news came out, May all the way till now, it's had upward trajectory. And ASTS, they're launching those satellites in space. Essentially, they're kind of like SpaceLink, so you can connect to them via your phone anywhere, so you don't have to worry about not having your bars on your phone. And they'd had a partnership with AT&T and Verizon, and they've been making some moves since then. So that's the fundamentals. Let's take a look at the technical analysis now on it. We're 1950. You can see this level is really a highly respected 1940s to 50, highly respected support line. If we crack under that, not good. We will have some overhead resistance up towards its previous close yesterday, this yellow number 2044, and the other previous close line 2070. There's a good amount of overhead resistance Friday. Not sure if today's the day for this ticker to get its next leg on up. But 1950, I like getting in to a reputable company, a hot stock near support area. For even this market right now is calling for single entry, single exits. It's probably not the smartest thing to do to be scaling in on the long side, accumulating shares on something, especially on a Friday with the market sentiment today. But the single entry, single exits, smart on a day like today. If you do take multiple exits and scale out, there are several profit target areas on this. But 1950, we'll see if it cracks under that. I'd like to see that area hold up. If it doesn't, that will inevitably turn into a tough area of resistance. A couple hangover plays. If you don't know what a hangover play is, you need to watch my video on that. I got a scanner here that alerts me to stocks that are highly overbought on the daily and intraday RSI, and so we can take advantage of these tickers on the short side. So SO and D are both made nice intraday moves yesterday. Not only that, they're high RSI on the daily chart. And so essentially with these hangovers, I like what I see. You have a nice intraday move. You got a lot of people accumulating shares yesterday, and then not a lot of volume in after hours pre-market. So these traders, they're looking and anticipating a move up overnight, and they get no volume. They usually profit take at the start of the day, and I like to short into that profit taking to take profits as well. And usually the stock will fade, and those are fairly easy shorts. I like the easier kind of plays instead of the whiplash with some of these low float plays. Yeah, they're high reward but high risk. Okay, we got 2 minutes until the market opens on up. Man, the stream looks like it's in like SD quality. Not good. Maybe that's just my end. Because on OBS, it looks HD. But on YouTube, I'm not sure if that's translating. All right, I'm going to show the watch list again before the market opens on up. That's what we're looking at. Market is about to open on up. Thank you guys for tuning into the watch list. Best of luck to you today.